Here we are. It's Friday. Hopefully this AC isn't blowing too hard in the camera, but you know, Texas and this weather, 1 minute is cool, fall weather, and then the next minute is 70 degrees. So I just finished my workout, had a good productive week. Little guy's been sleeping fairly well. I think we had one night that he woke up in the middle of the night, but otherwise he's pretty good at night, and he's sticking to that 6 o'clock bedtime, so mommy gets a little bit more time to herself. But anyway, I didn't do an intro because I just kind of had a busy morning and I got right to it. But what did we do today? We did our usual warm-up. I saw someone commented asking why my warm-up was so short, and I think I'm only assuming that, I don't remember if it was a he or she, but I think the person was referencing, I said I did a 10-minute warm-up because I watched the video back and I was like, oh, perhaps that was what they were referring to, because I was like, short warm-up? My warm-up takes about an hour. During the off season, my coach, you know, we are building strength, so he will prescribe that we do a 10-minute jog for warm-up and cool down. So that was what I meant by a 10-minute warm-up, followed by stretching drills, strides, my massage gun, rolling out, all of that. So that is what my usual warm-up is. I tried to get different angles again today because the warm-up, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Only 3 of us out there today, not much conversation. Or there was some conversation, but not anything for, you know. And then Fridays is our speed agility day. So we did some ladders and then some sled pulls. So you will see that on the footage. So moving right along to the thought of the day, which I'm just kind of like randomly coming up with these things. It's like what moved my spirit this morning was actually a spirit of calm. And that came over me because of like most people in the world right now, everyone's like hanging on to the election right now, trying to find out who the next president is going to be. And since Wednesday morning, you know, they've been saying, oh, it's trending in Biden's favor with the mail-in ballots, blah, blah, blah. But it's too soon to call. Too many votes are out to call it. But this morning on the news, I don't remember which journalist it was, but he was basically talking about the poise and calm that Biden and his campaign have maintained throughout this process. You know, on the night of election, you know, came out and he said something. It wasn't a concession, but it was also, you know, firm and confident. And then, you know, thereafter, I think his messaging again, still not, you know, saying that we won, but also speaking to the people in that should he be elected, he will be everyone's president, not just those who voted for him. But in all of that, the point being the poise and the calm that he maintained throughout what the rest of us Americans were and are in hysteria watching. And, you know, when you think about it, that is what you need from a leader. That really made me reflect on the relationships that I have fostered along the way in terms of my coaching relationships. I've always said, you know, Coach Fry and I had great success. Let me take it a step back because this largely comes from my high school coach and the man who coached me from the time I was 9 until I left for high school, Coach Sean London, where no matter how nervous or how hysterical I got before a race or before a workout or before anything, I could look to Coach London and his calm and poise and confidence in what we had been working on would always put me at ease and always make me feel confident to go out and do the things that I needed to do. And he and I saw great success. And then I went on to Coach Fry, and it was the same relationship with Coach Fry in college. And to this day, we used to joke about Coach Fry having the gift of selling his athletes a dream. And, you know, we could very vividly remember times that, like, maybe we were coming back from an injury or we just, you know, weren't responsible, didn't do what we were supposed to do, and weren't in the kind of fitness that we should have been in. But no matter what, Coach Fry could talk us into going out there and essentially commit suicide because he just made us believe in ourselves that much, that, like, he spoke that kind of life into us. He, you know, made us that excited to go out and compete no matter what kind of shape we might have been in. We bought into that. Same thing now as a professional. When I was searching for my coach and I finally landed, you know, my coach now, D2, and Bruce as well. They're both pillars that in my moments of hysteria I look to, and their calm, poise, and confidence in the work that we have done always brings me back to center and, you know, gives me the confidence to go out and achieve what it is that I need to achieve. Seeing that messaging over the past few days from the Biden campaign, the statisticians, the trends, whatever, is all saying that, you know, he's going to win. But again, it's too early to call, because the thing with statistics is it can give us the likelihood, but there's still a chance of, and that is the reason why they're not officially saying who the president is, along with other things of like recounts, etc., etc. You know, paying attention to Joe Biden and his campaign's calm, poise, not fanning any flames, trying to give a uniting and uplifting message through this time, because quite frankly, through this time, that is what we need. And then reflecting on the year of 2020 and the hysteria that we have been in through COVID-19, lockdown, the economy going bad, the Olympics being postponed. There's been talks about every mental health issue, domestic issue, whatever, upticks in all of those things. We really need calm, confidence, poise in this time of hysteria. That's my message today. And my message is, first and foremost, we should always be striving to have that calm, poise, and confidence within ourselves. But it's equally important to make sure that we surround ourselves with those people and that we have those people to look to when those moments arise. Because truth of the matter is, we all need someone to lean on. We all need our village. And you know, it just makes life a little bit easier when you can automatically determine who those people are and lean on those people when you need to. And I'm most certainly grateful for my village, from my mom, my brother, my coaches, my friends, my family, everyone on down, my little guy. That those are the people in my life that keep me grounded, that keep me calm and keep me honest and accountable. I think sometimes we need to be reminded that no matter what, somehow things always end up being okay. It may not look the way that we wanted to, or it may not pan out the way that we expected it to or hoped for it to, but some way, somehow, things end up being okay. But try your best to remain poised, remain calm, and remain confident. You know, no matter how you feel about either candidate that's up for election right now, and I voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and I know for some people, and for me, honestly, up until this point, I wasn't really someone that spoke about politics, and you know, we could argue that politics is a private matter, and if you choose to be private, that's your business. You're entitled to that. But everybody is human. No matter what pedestal or what job they have, and that's something to remember. So even when I sit back and I'm just like, I just gotta remember everybody is human. And no matter what, though, whether Joe Biden is our president, or you know, we have another 4 years of Donald Trump, it's gonna be all right. And we need to remain calm, poised, and in control of what we have control of, or focus on what we have control of, and not lose sight of those things. And that's that. So this has gotten way longer than any other thought of the days, but that was sitting on my spirit this morning as I watched the news and leave the house for practice, still wondering who is going to be number 46, and the pins and needles and the anxiety that we're all on watching these counts and potential states flipping and votes and this and that. And I really appreciated that. Stay calm. Everything's going to work out. Happy Friday. But anywho, as usual, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this. Let me know what else that you want to see. Ask your questions down below. I can also use this time to answer some of your questions. And yeah, I'll see you next time.